Hey guys, Operator Drewski here, and today we're going to be talking a little bit more about Day of Infamy. If you guys don't really know about this game, this is a World War II realistic infantry-based shooter game that was developed by the team behind Insurgency, which was one of my favorite games of the past 5 years on PC. Insurgency, first of all, was one of those games where I could get on, and there was one game mode on it called Survival, where you would run around in this dark town, and you would have to run around past enemies that had flashlights on trying to hunt you down, and it was just absolutely insanely terrifying. This game was awesome, and a lot of those mechanics, those realistic combat mechanics, are back in Day of Infamy, and today we're actually going to be kind of discussing the AUSSIE update for Day of Infamy. Now, I actually got to play with some of the developers and also Blue Drake 42 and a few other developers and helpers of the team today on Rhineland, their new map, and I do want to thank developers for supporting me in this video because they are definitely helping me out make some content for you guys, because with this adpocalypse happening, I'm making like enough money to buy, I don't know, some ramen noodles every week and a half, maybe.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Like, it's the perfect decision to buy a brand new studio microphone, and then guess what? AdSense is just like, nope, your money's gone, sorry. Shit. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the mic quality, because I'm broke. I'm broke now. Thank you. But yeah, back to Day of Infamy. Day of Infamy is getting really, really awesome, and I think one of the main things was the new maps. If there's new maps in any game, I'm always excited. In Battlefield 1, there's new maps. I'm excited. In this game, Day of Infamy, I'm always really excited about new maps because I just feel like it brings in a whole new theme to the game. And Rhineland is one of the maps that I think is actually one of the best that has come out yet. Most of the maps in Day of Infamy are very, very balanced, very basic maps with lots of bunkers and stuff like that. This one is a gigantic, like, tank warehouse train yard sort of thing, and it's very, very, I guess, non-symmetrical is the best way to explain it, but it's still extremely balanced for what it is. I was playing, and I have some footage, a little bit of footage of it here for you guys, and it was just a really, really good looking map as well. I think the realistic tone of the, I guess, the sky being blue, the grass being green, you know, things like that, really attracts me in a lot of games, and this map definitely had a more realistic color scheme to it, so I definitely enjoy that about this map. Now, in Day of Infamy, there's also character customization. As you progress throughout the game, you unlock new units, and there also are like 4 or 5 new units coming to the game. So there's the 2nd Australian Imperial Force, there's the 217th, I think, Battalion of the Australian Army, there's the Black Watch, and what really excited me is that they also included the 761st Black Panthers Tanked Battalion. Now, I actually did an entire project on this battalion back in high school, and this is an African-American unit. This African-American unit really went under some crazy racial stuff. Like, the beginning of this unit was insane. They were always punished and retaliated against and things like that, and they had a really, really rough start. Yet, by the end of the war, they were deemed one of the most effective tank battalions in World War II. One of the men in the battalion, named Sergeant Warren G.H. Creasy, was able to grab onto I think a 30 caliber machine gun and fire at enemy lines, and took out these forward observers who were firing artillery at their tanks. And this was after his primary tank was destroyed. Then he gets in the second vehicle where he found that 30mm machine gun and gets it stuck as well in some mud. So he grabs onto another 50 cal machine gun and basically fought off around 2 rifle squads. Multiple enemy positions were absolutely destroyed by this one man and a 50 caliber machine gun. And when his friends came and said, hey, you basically killed them all, they actually had a troubling time trying to get him off the machine gun because he was making sure that everybody was safe. And therefore, Creasy was rewarded the Medal of Honor. And again, that entire tank battalion was deemed one of the most effective in all of World War II. So I just wanted to say that one thing. The 761st is like badass. They are cool guys. And when I saw that in the changelog and I actually got to play as one of the guys in the 761st, I thought that was pretty neat. Sorry for going Frankie on PC on you there, but I just wanted to give a little bit of a war story there.
I learned how to bunny hop.
The last but not least is the 272nd Volksgrenadier Division, and this is a German unit featuring a special camouflage as well. I think the camouflages are kind of a cool thing as well, because as you unlock them, you might be able to be a little bit more hidden or something, rather than just a flat black or flat gray uniform. You know, these new camouflages that are coming out will maybe help you hide a little bit better in the snowy or the foresty areas, so yeah, that's pretty interesting in my eyes. There is also a new Australian rifle in the mix, and this is the Owen gun. This is a submachine gun for the Commonwealth officer and assault units. It's kind of a balance to the German MP40, and any new guns in a game are always pretty cool. What I thought it was really cool as well is that they basically have special achievements for different types of weapons that unlock different aesthetics for that weapon. So let's say you do really well with a melee kill, and you do like a lot of melee kills in some type of way, you unlock, let's say, a brass knuckle, and instead of your standard knife, you can instead select the brass knuckle to be your current weapon, or you can use, you know, a standard U.S. Army shovel instead of your standard knife, which is cool. I think that's awesome. And what really excited me is that for every weapon you use now, if you get enough kills or enough headshot kills with different types of weapons, you can actually unlock special wraps to go around the weapon. And this is something that I don't really see in many video games anymore, which is like skill-based unlocks. Like, I worked to get this. It's not that I paid money or that I just killed random people with a different gun to get this certain camouflage. It's that I actually worked to get this. So let's say you get enough headshot kills with a certain rifle like the Kar 98, then you can unlock a certain wrap for that weapon. I think that's pretty cool, because then when people are spectating you, which is a very, very common thing in the game, because whenever you die, it's not like you get medics. They want you to be dead whenever you die until like the next reinforcement and the next wave comes. But whenever you're dead, you can go and spectate other players. And if you see a player with a certain, you know, wrap around their weapon, then you know that they've really, really done a good job with that certain weapon. I think that's a really nice feature of the game, and I want to see more of that. The more skill-based unlocks, the more I worked for this, I grinded for this unlock just for an aesthetic upgrade. It's nothing that actually changes the gameplay at all. Maybe it hides your gun a little bit better or something if it's camouflaged, but other than that, it is a totally aesthetic, I did this, here's my reward sort of thing, and I really do enjoy and support that idea. Halo Reach was one of the games that I can compare this to, where you would actually have certain challenges with some helmets. If you wanted to unlock a certain helmet, you might have to go collect skulls or something, or do all the missions on Legendary. In Halo 3, for example, you had to collect, I think, all the hidden skulls all over the maps to get the Hayabusa armor. It was really cool. Or you could complete the entire campaign on the Legendary difficulty, and then you would have a special EOD helmet. You know, there's a lot of cool stuff like that that is in Halo 3 and different games, like especially the Halo series, that I think is definitely nice to have in a game like that. And one of the most important things, I think, in any first-person shooter is customization unlocks that require skill or require grinding to do, but don't actually change your gameplay whatsoever. They're all aesthetic. They keep everything balanced. So if you're a new player in the game, you're just as balanced as a totally experienced player in the game that's played like 2,000 hours of it. Also, something that's pretty interesting, they kind of took an idea from the Call of Duty series where you can prestige in your rank. So if you reach the highest rank in the game, you can complete a tour, and then you return back to your recruit rank or private rank or whatever, but you can unlock special new icons. So if you're really, really experienced at the game, if you're really going on to those few thousand hours in the game or something, then now you have something to really push for in new icons and new ranks for your player, rather than just reaching the max rank and not really being able to show any more progress. That's a pretty cool system in my eyes. So yeah, what do you guys think about this update? I think that my favorite part is definitely the new maps, because new maps are always good, and also the weapon skins, the little weapon wraps look pretty badass as well. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. I'll just leave a link to Day of Infamy in the comment section down, or in the comment section, no, description section down below, so you guys can go check this game out if you're interested. Again, I think it's a pretty cool game as well, and definitely enjoy playing it, especially when I got to play with some devs and stuff. That was pretty cool. Well, alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.